Hello and welcome to CLEA'S World. I am Clea Necchiarico, and in this video today, I'd like to give you more information about the three groups of people who are going to go to different places once this whole planet Earth, this game board is taken down. And we have more description from the 25th dimension telling us where everybody's going, what they're going to experience, and so on, because it's not actually true that we are all going to the same place. Everybody has freedom of choice and we're all choosing different things. So before we move forward, I would like to ask you to please like and share this video. And absolutely, if you haven't done so already, kindly subscribe to my channel and do leave me a message below, a comment, because I do read them all. And I'm very interested in knowing if this resonates or not. And if it doesn't resonate, that's perfectly fine, because again, each one of us has our own truth, our own path. And I certainly don't expect for all of us to agree on one truth. So this is just me putting out information I've received from my highest self during QHHT hypnosis session. And my highest self resides in the 25th dimension, just like everybody else's highest self, because that's where we are next to source. That's where we are essence. And if you'd like more information about this, since the 25th dimension has explained the entire cosmology and of the multiverse in previous sessions, go back and check out some of my videos because I do go in detail and explain how all of this works. All right, so let's jump right in. Just for clarity, Carolyn is the hypnotist. So when I refer to her, she's the one asking me the questions, which are questions I had prepared in advance of my session. Okay. Carolyn, in the previous session I had with this earthly being, she's referring to me, to Clea, we were told that millions of people will go to New Earth. Me, 7. Carolyn, 7 million? Me, yes. Carolyn, does that happen right away when the game is taken down? Me, no. Some people will go to other planets to take a little break and to replenish. And then they will transfer when their consciousness is calibrated and they're able to come over. New Earth will be for those who will be okay showing the way initially, because there will be a lot of people observing us and there will be a lot of pressure. Carolyn. So will they leave before the end of the game to where only the 12,000 are left? So the 12,000, if you haven't seen any videos about this prior to this, and I definitely recommend you go back and catch up on those because they really get very complex, these concepts. The 12,000 are the light workers. The 25th only refers, when the 25th refers to light workers, they're only referring to the 12,000. So it's not quite the same concept that we use on Earth when we call light workers people who work for the light. There are obviously many, many people who work for the light, but when the 25th says light workers or light beings, they're talking about the 12,000 who have a very specific job to do here in regards to taking down the board. And prior to taking down the board, they have the job of holding up this crumbling board game until the last minute when everybody has moved on. Carolyn, so will they leave before the end of the game to where only the 12,000 are left? Me. If they don't want to take themselves out, someone will pick them up. These people are awake. They will be okay. Many of them want to experience aliens and they want to experience ships and they love the lights in the ships and they want to see all of that. And they love the technology. They will just be picked up. They will be hosted somewhere. They'll be aware that they are guests, a revered guest, until they're ready. They will do some work just like they do in 3D that they will want to do. They might help some of these other civilizations in achieving some of their goals. They might travel around. They will enjoy, and when they're ready, some of them will join us on New Earth. Carolyn, is there a time frame for these groups of people? Me, 100 years. Carolyn, 100 years. Those people will be experiencing another existence off Earth for 100 years? Me, off of New Earth, they will want to. Their life will be prolonged as well. 100 years will be what we consider a quarter of a century right now. I thought that was cool. I can use a boost in longevity. Carolyn, oh wow. So those that are going to go to 3D or other planets, is there a time frame as to when they will leave this Earth? So I do want to premise this answer. Keep in mind that this is information that, again, I've received from my highest self. Time does not work the way that we think it works. This was very clearly explained in a previous video. And therefore, please take these deadlines, these time frames with a grain of salt. I am not here guaranteeing that any of this will happen exactly as they say, because again, it is information that I have quote unquote channeled. Again, I don't like to use the word channel much because it's not quite what I did here, but it doesn't mean that this will not happen. But in my slide, for the simple reason that, again, they are judging time frames from a dimension where time doesn't exist. Time is a construct that we have on 3D planets and on this planet. All right, so I don't want you to do anything crazy saying, oh, it's the end of the world, you know, kind of thing, kind of cultish thinking. We don't want any of that. I think we should proceed as we always have, with the hope that some of these things will happen. So Carolyn, so those are going to go to 3D or other planets. Is there a time frame as to when they will leave this Earth? Me. By September of next year, which is really this year, 2022, most people will be gone. Carolyn, so then the 12,000, those light workers that are holding this matrix open, how much longer will they then be here? Me. They will be here till the end. Carolyn, and do we know when that is, the end? Me. Most of it should be done in your next calendar year. There is a chance that we might go into the first month or second month of 2023. Carolyn, can this timeline be delayed by any actions here taken on planet Earth? Me. No, it cannot. This is the only timeline that is available for this planet at this time. People can have their own timeline. They can go and do whatever they want. No one is losing. Everybody's getting exactly what they desire. Carolyn, so this game, this board, this Earth will be finishing 1 to 2 years, and definitely by the beginning of 2023, me. Yes, many will not remember. They will not notice. Carolyn, they will not be aware. Me. It will be seamless for the ones who don't want to know. Carolyn, so will those that don't want to know, will they be re-educated? Will they eventually become aware? Me. If they want to, but if their soul has told them, their soul has chosen soul paths for them to live in 3D, they will want this experience replicated, not quite as dark as it was here. They will be accommodated. They'll be able to live out their existence, believing that they're still on Earth, on just an improved Earth, greener, better, friendlier, less competitive, less stressful. They might still want to do work. This is something that they're attracted to, attached to, something that gives them a routine, something to do in their lives. This will be honored when they get accommodated. They will be checked for signs of being ready for more. And everyone will be given the information that they're able to handle at that time. Carolyn, so are there many that will go straight to source when this game board is done? Me. There will be many. Carolyn, many? And how will that look over the next year? Will those people die in physical form on this planet? Me. Some will. Carolyn, and what will be the cause of that? Me. Whatever they want it to be. Carolyn. And so there's not going to be any one particular event that is noticeable across the world? Me. No, there isn't. Some people will make a big splash about the ships. And some people who are not going on the ships might notice, but it's mostly going to be an event known to the people going, because some of the people staying behind don't want to know, and they will not have a memory of this. They may not even want to know that they are moving, and so their memory will be wiped. It will be seamless for them. The people going on the ships, they will know. They will see others as well. But it won't happen at one time. It will be over several weeks. Carolyn, and when will that event occur? Me, in the summer. And they're referring to the summer of 2022. Carolyn, in the summer, are the people taking shots? We'll call them shots, and I'm referring to these in the arm. Are the people taking shots those who don't want to know that this is a game? Me. They would rather not end this game the way that some others have chosen to, with full knowledge that something is wrong. And this is because they might want to go and improve another planet from a 3D perspective. So the lessons they've learned, they want to carry forward so they can be of help to others. And this is a reminder not to judge anybody for their choices. Carolyn, thank you. Will some people with shots in their arm, will they survive? Me, yes. Carolyn, so will med beds or thoughts be able to help them, cure them? Me, they will be cured. There's technology available. We won't have to think them into health because they will be away from us. They will be on other planets, but they will be taken care of. Carolyn, are any people with shots in their arms going to New Earth? Me, no. Carolyn, are any people with shots in their arms light workers? Me. The 12,000 are not shot in their arms. It is ridiculous how we have to find roundabout ways of speaking English so that we don't get censored. What a crazy reality we live in. Carolyn, so the 12,000s are not shot in their arms. So there is a differentiation between the 12,000 and those that are physical light workers who are on the light team, the white team. They have a need or a feel to be more collected and connected. Is there something that's keeping them disconnected? Me. They were meant to be at different edges of the earth to keep the grid in place. They're the ones holding up the less crumbling pieces of this planet. Carolyn, so they're part of the network. Me. They were a network that was spread out, but now they're actually learning of each other. And some meet each other, but they're still spread all over the place. But at the time they're ready to call it, they will all meet in one place. Not physically, will be energetically. They will meet in one place and they will go through this portal to get to New Earth. Carolyn, are the doctors who give the shots in the arms to their patients, even though they know they're dangerous, on the team of the dark? Me, yes. Carolyn, what about the ones who give them that also take them? So they're, technically taking them, they think they're giving them in good faith? Me, they play both sides, but they're very attracted to the dark. Carolyn, they're very attracted to the dark. Are there actions that unequivocally signal that a person does not want to go to New Earth? Like taking the shot in the arm, for example? Me. If a person chose to change their decision in regards to going to New Earth, they could very quickly make that happen. They might still require some readjustment. They might not be able to go directly, but they might be able to do this in a reasonable amount of time. What you on your Earth would consider a short amount of time. But they, once they make certain decisions, generally they don't. Nothing's going to change. They've made their decision, and certain actions can signal that they are not interested in going to New Earth. All right, I'm going to stop today's video here because there's a lot of information. It gets very overwhelming. So I'm trying to keep it in shorter videos, smaller chunks that sometimes I've had to reread this information over and over to clarify myself on all the different nuances, what's going on and what is going to happen to every single different group. So I hope this helps shed some light, and I will have more videos in this series explaining again what to expect as we move into through this transition that we're going through, that will supposedly culminate in the taking down of this game board, this planet Earth. So I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and thank you for watching. And please, again, like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much. Take care.